I know you to be an intelligent gentleman. Not the type that bullied my daughter from our office yesterday. Now tell me, what could be your reason?
Well, first of all, sir, I did not bully your daughter. And number two, I only offered to buy her shares in the company, which the offer is still available as we speak.
Well, I can tell you that those shares are not for sale. They are her inheritance from me.
Well, sir, your daughter cannot run such a company. She's just going to make silly mistakes, which is going to ruin this company eventually. If she wants to be a business executive, with all due respect, I suggest you take her somewhere else.
Mr. Ben Hillary, Sherry has what it takes to make this company successful. Oh yes, and she is ready herself to make it absolutely successful.
That is why she came running to you when she encountered her first problem. Daddy, daddy, daddy. With all due respect, sir, that's not what real executives are made up of. And you're aware of it.
I had just about enough of your insults, Mr. Ben Hillary. You think I'll fail, right? Father, I have never been this challenged with such impunity all my life. And for that reason, I will do everything humanly possible to make sure that this company succeeds, Mr. Ben Hillary. You better begin to brace yourself to being on the way or be prepared to get the hell out, Mr. Ben. That will be all, Mr. Ben Hillary.
Just crazy, man. Really crazy. Irene was acting like a crazy woman. And, you know, Sherry had to leave visibly embarrassed.
God have mercy. So what did you do?
I couldn't do anything. You know what Irene is like? She threatened to act crazy if I reacted. And I just...
And because you cannot fight the fear of Irene, you stood and watched her humiliate a girl that is your guarantee for a brighter future. Come on, what is it about that girl that makes you become a vegetable before her any time?
I can handle this, Mom, okay?
Yes, you can. By rushing back to the house and mourning your weakness, like you did since yesterday night. Eh? No, son. You can do better than that.
I can't, Mom. I just need time. You have to handle this thing civilly.
Then do it. You must do it, or I do it. And if I do, she will never have any trace or record ever again in this world.
But are you threatening to kill her?
Nothing is ruled out in our quest to get Irene marry you, Tony. So if you know how dire the situation is, you better sit up.
Listen, you don't have to go that far, okay? It's a human being we're talking about here. I'll handle it. Just give me a little time. I'll handle it for you. Shouldn't be a bother to anybody anymore.
Better.
As I said, I do not doubt your love for my uncle and father, and I also do not doubt your love and commitment to the survival of this company. But gentlemen and lady, it is time we gave teeth to such love and commitment.
Mr. Ben, can you be more specific?
Yes. George Group of Companies is not a learning ground for somebody learning how to walk the ropes of business management like Sherry.
Well, Mr. Ben, Sherry is a fresher, no doubt. But she's yet to have time to prove if she's capable or not.
My brother, we don't have time to prove whether somebody is capable or not. My point is, if she's given the mandate to rule this company, it's going to destroy it. Now, when that happens, I have a company to run to. She also has a company to run to. Do you?
Mr. Ben, could you please explain to us in black and white what exactly you're proposing?
To be given enough power to leverage hers in the company's decision-making level. That's it.
Given that we all are shareholders in this firm, how do you intend to go about it?
Listen, just relinquish your shares to me so that it would increase mine to 49% as against her 51%. That way, she needs my consent every single time she needs to make a decision for the company.
So you want us to sell all our investment in this company to you just because you want more power in this company, Mr. Ben?
Listen, in reality, yes. But that is really not the case. You're just giving me your shares to manage for you. All your earnings will still be intact, but I will be paying it to you. That's it.
Ben, we understand and appreciate your concern for the survival of our company. Yes, we'll do all you ask us to do. But please, and please, let's give Miss Sherry Smith benefit of doubt. I hope I've spoken your mind, gentlemen and lady.
Right. All right. Thank you all for granting us.
So you actually came to my hotel room this night to tell me you want to make me an offer to end our marriage?
Darling, that marriage was a mistake.
No, it wasn't. You are the mistake here, Tony George.
Alright, you know what? I don't want to fight. Let me cut you 2 million naira cash. And you'll be on your way.
Interested. Accepted. I will accept money to end our marriage. But do you really think I'm that cheap? I didn't come back all the way from London to be booted up by your parents just the way they did and be paid a paltry 2 million. No way, Jose.
Okay. Let's make it 4 million. Okay? Let me cut you a check for 4 million. And we'll have a deal.
8 million or no deal.
Look at your mouth, like 8 million. Have you ever seen 8 million the entirety of your existence on earth? Listen, take 4 million. We don't have kids, for Christ's sakes. Just you that will be spending the money.
I know what I'm what. And that's exactly what I'm asking for. Come on. Do you think Terry Smith will be foolish enough to let you get married to her and use her to get your father's company back?
Who told you that? Who told you that? You're milling my affairs now, right? Listen, 5 million. I cut the check down. That's my final offer. Take it or go to hell. Well, do you want the check or not?
Seriously? At such a staggering cost? You pay off your girlfriend with 10 million naira and you don't feel bad about it? What is wrong with you? Okay. Is there something you're not telling me about Irene and yourself?
I did it for us. I had to get rid of her. You don't know half the story. She's been nothing but a nightmare in my life.
Very, very good for you. Well, there's a soap opera I always keep a date with. It starts in 30 minutes. That means I love to go take a shower, eat something before it starts. That's if you don't mind.
Are you mad at me? Are you seriously mad at me?
It feels nice knowing you did. But I do not... I mean...
Excuse me, ma'am. Dinner is ready and Chief is waiting for you.
I'll be there in a minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Dinner is ready. I have to leave you now. You're invited.
When she found out that I was ready to go to any length whatsoever to pack up the relationship, she knew her game was up. She took 500,000 from me and disappeared.
I still think that is too much a price to pay to that swine, in my own view.
Oh, come on, Mom. It's a little price to pay considering what happened after that. At least she set the stage for Sharon and I to be together.
Does Sherry know yet?
It feels good to know you did it for me.
What's that?
Exactly what she said. I'm quoting like she said, it feels good to know you did it for me. I think I got her, Mom.
Now listen to me, Tony. Sherry Smith is your only hope of staying afloat financially and having children that will not become street urchins tomorrow. Where she is concerned, you have to be absolutely sure You must get her. You must marry her. Do you understand me?
Yes, Mom.
We need her.
Once more, congratulations for clinching this contract.
Thank you so much. I'm honestly grateful, sir.
Your company's record in the execution of the last contract was very excellent. And that naturally puts you ahead of others in the quest for this one.
Thank you so much.
But
what, sir?
Please follow me.
What are we doing here?
To fulfill your own side of the deal.
My own side of the deal? I really do not understand you, sir. I mean, how?
I know you are still too fresh in this game to know everything in getting a contract of this magnitude that you are looking for here, Miss Smith. You have to make commitments, sometimes in cash, sometimes in kind. You're a very pretty lady, Miss Smith. Pay me in kind, and the contract will be yours.
You expect me to...
have sex with me here and now. A simple demand for a contract of 3.5 billion naira. How about that?
He actually made me believe that we stand a very good chance of getting the contract due to our clear record in the execution of the last one. Then he took me to an adjoining room and asked me to sleep with him or forget the contract. I practically told him no, and he told me to forget about the contract.
Jesus Christ, you refused and you refused? Are you trying to tell me you threw away a 3.5 billion naira contract simply because you couldn't handle a personal situation with the minister?
I beg your pardon, Mr. Ben Hillary. I am not a prostitute.
Well, Miss Smith, it happens in all areas of human endeavor all over the world. Yet, women who are serious overcome it, carve for themselves outstanding careers because they know what to do at the right time.
You are so disgusting. I should sleep with him just to get the contract? Is that?
Do the right thing at the right time, the necessary thing.
What is the necessary thing? The necessary thing by sleeping with a man my father's age and forget about my integrity as a lady?
Miss Smith, the business world is not a moral world, young lady. He played dirty by making such a demand on you. If you had the interest of the company at heart, you would have played dirty and had it your way. But instead, you went ahead to ruin the company.
Excuse me, Mr. Ben Hillary. What are you doing here, Mr. Ben Hillary?
Well, since you cannot successfully run George Group of Companies, you're just grandstanding. And as such, I'm here to bid to buy your shares again.
I've had just about enough of your nonsense, Mr. Ben Hillary. If I were a woman given to violence, I would have put a bullet through your head right now. Don't go underestimating my ability to make today the most unfortunate day of your life if I find you here in the next 10 seconds. That means I want you to get your filthy legs out of my compound right now.
Well, you know my number. If you change your mind, you can give me a call. Don't let a war erupt between us because of such an issue.
Mr. Ben Hillary, I hate you so much that I cannot wait for a war to erupt between us. Get out of my house.
Well, don't forget to call.
Tony, I'm so sorry I dragged you in the rain. I shouldn't have.
It's nothing. You know, it's only death that will stop me coming out for you.
Thank you very much. I actually called you because of your cousin. He's seriously getting on my nerves and he's harassing me.
What, sexually?
No, not like that. I mean, he wants me out of the company at all costs. And he's bullying me to achieve that. Right now, I'm already pissed. And I don't want to have to report him to my father again.
Why? Why didn't you tell your father?
Tony, I want to handle him myself. I want to show him that he has to stop toying with me. Listen, I need you to help me. That means if there's any information you know about him that can help me, I need to know about it.
I need to come to this.
How do you mean?
Ben is a drug addict. Was and still is. I mean, it's no news anymore. That's exactly why his dad passed away, and before then refused to pay his tuition. He dropped out of school 5 years ago and he's been peddling on drugs and dealing with it for a long time now.
My goodness. I don't understand. I mean, he actually owns a company that takes care of my father's US operations. How did he set that up?
It's common knowledge that it's not his company. It's a bogus setup. I mean, it's owned by an Israeli friend of his he met in school. Just a front for his illicit business.
God. Tony, what do I do about him?
You need to avoid him, Iyke. Take his words with a pinch of salt, and you just need to be careful.
The contract?
Oh, come on. Sweetheart, your integrity, your respect supersedes whatever measurement that you can come up with in that regard. I think you should let it go.
Well, Tony, thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it.
Pleasure's all mine, baby.
Hey, Junior.
How are you?
I'm good. It's Sherry.
Yeah, no, it's good. Well, how are you?
I'm beautiful. Did you find out anything?
Yeah. The man Patiece is actually a Nigerian. He graduated as an accountant from Columbia University 3 years ago. The company in question also belongs to him, and he has 8 staff in the New York office, 5 Americans and 3 Nigerians.
Junior, did you find out how he raised money to complete his program at the Columbia University and the one to float his business?
Yes, I actually found out that he jointly operated an African restaurant in the school with the wife of a Nigerian professor lecturing there. He also sold his shares of his business to start BREAKUP Consulting Incorporated.
Junior, thank you very much.
Yeah.
But don't forget, okay, this should be a secret between you and I.
Alright.
And I owe you one.
Alright, love.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
It's time, Sherry. If you must do this, it's time.
Sir, are you still insisting that I either sleep with you or forget about the contract?
I don't care if the president hears of it. More beautiful ladies than you come here every day and they get what they want. The only alternative is giving me 100 million naira.
Invariably, sir, you're saying I either sleep with you
Or I give you 100 million naira, or I forget about the contract.
Yes. Are you doing it?
What if I say no, sir, and still insist on getting the contract?
Miss Smith, I don't have all day. Make up your mind or you walk out that door. Are you doing it or you're going?
I'm going to have to disappoint you, sir. I will not do anything with you. I will not give you 100 million naira, and I will still get the contract.
That is, if I leave this seat today.
Obviously, you want to risk going to jail, court, the FCC, then be my guest. But before then, why don't you listen to this, sir?
Sir, are you saying I either sleep with him or forget about the contract?
I don't care if the president... Wait a minute. You want to blackmail me? Now,
Oh no, sir. I'm not blackmailing you. Actually, you first started playing dirty by making your selfish, shameful, and irresponsible demands of me. I'm not like every other woman who will succumb to your irresponsible act or your idiotic billings. Listen, sir, you had better sign that contract right now, else this tape gets to the EFCC and of course the presidency. So, do we have a deal, sir? Well, gentlemen, in summary, I would say I went, I saw, and I conquered. 3.5 billion naira contract deal.
Wow! This is a great achievement and it calls for celebration, gentlemen. Congratulations, Sherry. That's a nice one.
Well, Mr. Ben Hillary, you seem to be short of words today.
Maybe because I'm too shocked to believe that you actually slept with that old man to convince me that you can run this company.
Convince you? In your dreams. Listen, Mr. Ben Hillary, I have a will of steel. No man, and that includes you, can bend my will for whatever reason. Why don't you get the minister to tell you more if you so desire?
I don't have such time to waste. You got a contract, hooray! We are waiting for the next directive from you on the execution of this contract, CEO.
Well, gentlemen, I really don't know much about executing the contract. I was actually hoping to get help from you people.
Then you're grossly incompetent for this position. A business executive must grasp all the areas his company is involved in.
Well, Mr. Experience, what is it you want from me? Huh? What is it you want?
I just want the company to succeed, Madam CEO.
Mr. Hillary,
How may I help you, Miss Smith?
I want to speak with you.
You can have a seat.
Thank you. Mr. Hillary, I have this zeal that propels me to excel in everything I do. I brought it to this company. It has nothing to do with justifying my father's confidence or proving people like you wrong. It has to do with my earnest desire to be an independent and a successful career woman. This company is my best chance at that. I want you to know that I will give my life, if that is what it will take, for George Group of Companies to succeed under me.
Start all. Yes, GM. Could you meet the CEO in her office with the document I forwarded to you? She's waiting. I've drafted an execution plan for the contract, which I forwarded to the GM. He's actually on his way to your office to meet you and brief you accordingly.
I thank you, Mr. Ben Hillary.
Of all the American companies that indicated interest, we chose this one particularly because not only did they decide to partner us technically in our oil development sector, they also agreed to send out some experts to train our staff once in a while.
Good, good. The information you sent to me was very detailed. Good. Now, how does the price compare to the other competitors?
The price is very good. We found out that it was even way cheaper than the others on the market. And we also ran a background check on them and we found out they had an excellent track record.
Good. Good. Well done. Well done. I'm impressed. And how is Sherry getting along?
Well, she's yet to convince me, sir. Anything else?
That will be all.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Ben Hillary, in the last 2 weeks while I was in Europe, the managers and directors kept bombarding my phone with calls, saying there was an industrial crisis in the company. What have you done to resolve this issue?
Well, I offer them 10% increments in their outstation work allowances. The same percentage increments in a year's time, and they refused.
In a year's time? Why not now?
Well, the company can definitely afford to pay them now, but yielding to workers' demands all the time is not a good owner-worker relationship policy. It breeds irresponsible workforce.
Well, I hear that their union executives are meeting to decide if to go on a strike action or not. What can we do to avert that?
They're just testing our balls. Honestly speaking, we have to stare them down. That's what we're doing when you're not here.
Well, that hasn't helped us much, has it?
It depends on what you mean by that.
Well, I intend to meet with their union executives today. I want you to accompany me. Will you come?
Only if you tell me what you're going to tell them.
Nothing new. Perhaps talk to them. Maybe they'll listen.
No problem.
Thank you. Shall we?
Congratulations, Miss Smith, on your success with the workers yesterday. I learned they accepted your proposal and backed down.
Mr. Ben Hillary, you won't cease to amaze me. And you're the last person I ever expected to appreciate what I did.
Well, I'm smart enough to recognize a good effort when one is made. This calls for some form of celebration, don't you think?
With who?
With me. Let's have lunch.
I must confess you surprised me yet again. But I accept it. So, where is he taking me?
Anywhere of your choice.
I'll clear up my desk and then...
Alright, no problem.
Thank you. Wow, it's raining again. Thank you. Good food, good conversation. Thank you very much for showing me the other side of you I never thought existed, Mr. Ben Hillary.
You can just call me Ben, please. And may I use your first name to call you henceforth?
Well, as long as there are no strings attached, accepted.
Nothing at all. Anyway, thank you so much too. But I have to run off and do some business in town. So I'm sorry you have to go to the office alone.
Oh yes, of course. It's nothing. Honestly, trust me. I mean, I know my way back to the office. Thank you once again.
You're welcome. And can I get a hug?
I'm sure you knew the answer to that question before you even asked me. No.
Come on, babe. Just.
What are you? Okay. Oh. Listen. Well, Mr. Ben, be wise enough to know I will not allow this next time.
Well, I'm sure. And thanks again for...
Bye.
Bye.
Well, hi, Tony.
What was the meaning of that? You're hugging Ben in public now?
Seems like you're in a very bad mood. I have a very urgent meeting to attend to in the office. Yes.
Crazy. I just hope what I'm thinking is on what is going on. I'm telling you, Mom, you should have seen the way they treated my presence with contempt. And went that way, the other went that way. I don't even want to think about it. But do you think they're dating?
God forbid. The implication of that is too unacceptable to be giving a thought at all. That can never happen. It can never happen.
We might be thinking that it's not happening, while it is really happening.
Then, we must put a stop to it at all costs. Both of them must be made to be enemies that hate each other with passion.
So when are we going to do it? We have to do it fast.
Think.
What?
I'm thinking, Tony. Think.
Come on, Mom, this is not time to think. It's a time to move fast, make moves.
There is nothing you can do about it. You have to think. You don't just jump into issues like that.
Please, don't start me like that. Try to think it.
Then be ready to lose the game. Before you say anything, Jumbo, I want to remind you that you became a member of the board of directors of the company on my recommendation.
Well, I could never forget that, madam, and you know it. Now, when you called me on phone, you told me you wanted to make me a deal of a lifetime. Could you please get down to the specifics?
I want information on everything Ben and Sherry do. Everything the company does or is about to do. In fact, it's going to be an ongoing thing. Can you do it?
In other words, you're asking me to spy on my company for you?
Yes.
In return for what?
Well, Mr. Jumbo,
It just so happens that Ben wants to marry Cheryl, so he will gain full control of the company. After he says foil to make her sell her control shares in the company field. You know that's utterly impossible. I mean, if there were any phrase like two worst enemies, then Ben and Sherry are a perfect example. They can't get married.
well, nothing is farthest from the truth. We have it on good sources that Ben intends to gain control of the company by marrying Cheryl. And as soon as he does that, his first initiative is to pay off every member of the board of directors. That includes you.
And on the other hand, if you do what we want, we'll help protect your investment in the company from Ben.
Why are you doing this? Why?
that company embodies all my husband toiled for all his life. And I still love him, even in death.
Sherry, I know this is not the time or the place, but I know matters of the heart knows no venue at all, and I feel strongly about this. I'm thinking about it for days and with no end. I love you, Sherry. I really do.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
I know that I fall short of your expectations in a lot of regard. But I really do love you, and if you give me a chance, I can make you happy for the rest of your life. Will you marry me?
Tony, I do appreciate your feelings for me. But please, put the ring away. At the moment, I'm too busy at the office. Too busy to give your proposal a serious thought. The kind of thought that it deserves. I'm sorry. I am really.
This can work, I know.
Tony, please. You can't make me say something else. I'm sorry.
Sherry, it's been over 3 hours now and you left the office before midday. What happened?
Well, that's because I have a visitor, Ben.
I understand it's your private life, but we need you in the office now.
Ben, I'll be at the office when my visitor leaves.
You don't seem to understand the situation. The German partner called, and he's going to call back in 10 minutes, so we need you in the office now.
Ben, why don't you run back to your little dungeon and talk to the slave masters? I'm sure they'll come up with something. We're going on a date right now, huh?
Tony, business executives are talking business, so I suggest you shut up.
Eh?
It's alright, it's alright, it's alright.
Okay, they just saved you from murder now.
Tony, I'm gonna have to go with Ben. Business comes first and it's really important.
Tell me you're kidding me.
I have to go. I'm gonna see you later. I'll talk to you later.
Who's laughing now, dickhead?
You're hanging with this loser. Did you hear what this loser just said? Oh, God, this is not happening. This is not happening. Somebody need to punch me the hell out and tell me this is not happening. This is not happening.
Tony. Oh my God, this is not me. It's not me.
Oh my word. That retard just insulted me on walking with scot free because listen, that will be that kid. This is not happening. You hear me? I'm looking forward to take this madness out of me.
I'm sorry about the call. I really wasn't there when you came.
I don't need your apology. All I want to tell you is that you have to stay away from Tony and his frivolous ways, especially during working hours. Do you understand me?
Ben, you must understand that my affair with Tony is strictly my business, my problem, and my private life. I'd really appreciate it if you do not encroach. Please. Thank you.
By my side is Mr. Ben Hillary, the Executive Director of the company. He is also a product of the Columbia University. That is Mr. Iyke, Ms. Sylvia, Chief Ogene, and Jumbo. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Jonas from our partners in Germany. He is an African American and also an executive of the company.
Hi, everybody.
Mr. Hillary, please.
Mr. Jonas, when she told us about your company's intention to partner with us to build an auto manufacturing company here in Nigeria, we were very excited.
Thank you.
And on behalf of my colleagues, I want to formally welcome you into this board room. Your flight was late, yes, so because of that, we have to defer proceedings till tomorrow morning. And as such, you'll be driven straight to your hotel room to have good night rest. Once again, you're formally welcome into Nigeria.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah, who's it? You're back.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you, my dear, thank you. I hear your foreign partners are here.
Yes, they are. And I'm so excited. Father, I cannot wait to seal that deal to prove that Ben, or whatever he calls himself, wrong once and for all.
But you have already proven him wrong. Are you going out?
Yes, I have a date with Tony.
Be careful.
I promise. I will.
Have a lovely time.
Thank you. How do I look? My face, I mean.
Absolutely beautiful.
You always say that.
But it always is.
Thank you.
Okay, my dear.
I'll be out in a minute.
All right, my dear.
Sure, you're good.
Yes, very good. Very, very good.
Thank you.
Come here. Come on, kneel down there. Kneel down!
We're professional assassins, paid to kill you. But I'll spare your life. You don't deserve to die.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
I said shut up.
Mr. Jonas, you must leave this country immediately. And forget about this deal you came to finalize with George Group of Companies. If you try otherwise, we will trace you wherever you go and kill you. Do you understand? Go asleep.
Hello, Sherry Smith.
God! Mr. Jonas! My God, I'm so sorry. Listen, calm down. Calm down, Mr. Jonas. I'll call my father. He will call the commissioner of police and you'll get the best security you will need until you go back to Germany. Mr. Jonas, it hasn't come to that yet. No. No. My goodness, no. God, he just put off his phone.
Don't mean to pry, but who's that? You look upset.
That was my business partner from Germany, Mr. Jonas. He said some boys harassed him, claiming they were assassins and they were going to assassinate him unless, of course, he backs out of the deal he's having with my company and go back to Germany. Can you believe that? My God!
He believes them?
Yes, he did. He's actually called off the deal. My goodness, this is not just my biggest deal, but this is like my pet project. Who would do this to me?
Well, my dear, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know who did it. Who is the one person that does not want you to succeed in that company as an executive? Huh?
That son of a lowlife!
Alright, let's don't get
sorry, I'm sorry.
I'll call you! Where are you going?
I'll call you!
Hey, mother, yeah, she bought it. She just left. Yeah, they just declare war. Yeah, see you later, Mom.
What you did to Mr. Jones? What are you talking about? I will go completely crazy if that is what it will take for me to get back at you for what you did to me. Why didn't you come after me? Huh? Why didn't you come after me? You sent cheap street urchins to go around posing as assassins to intimidate Mr. Jonas out of my deal? Oh, you want to go to the gutters to get at me, right? Anthony!
How dare you! You come to my house in the middle of the night and accuse me of such childish bullshit.
Why don't you shut up? You call this childish? Childish? Well, guess what, mister? You just got into a big war with me, and I will fight you with the last drop of my blood, you swine!
Get out.
What?
Get out of my house.
Like hell no, you can't ask me out. Get my house. Get your business, get out! I will sue your dirty black ass! Get out! Get away!
Bennett, what is going on here?
Get away!
Bennett! What was that for? Bennett! Bennett!
My dear, You've been like this since you got back. Who are we mourning? Ben Hillary or the lost deal?
Father, I am mourning the mishap that made me come in contact with the devil as Ben Hillary.
My dear, my dearest daughter, I bought you that company so that you can succeed on your own and savor the joy of doing so. Not end up like this, dejected, harassed, humiliated. Devastated. Now tell me, is there anything I can do for you? Anything? You just tell me, and I will do it for you.
Father, please, let Ben have the shares as he wanted. Give him everything. Please. I beg you.
Is that what you really want?
At the moment, Father, all I want is my peace of mind. Nothing more.
Very well. Very well, my dear. That's all you want? Then I shall do it for you. I promise you. Pick your pecker up. We'll talk some more. Okay. That's all right. My dear, you are my daughter. You are made of steel. Nothing and no one can kill your spirit. Oh, yes. Oh, this is just a shock. You are going to bounce back from this. Oh, yes. Mr. Ben Hillary, on the insistence of Sherry, we accept your offer for the George Group shares. And we've also agreed to sell those shares to you at the price we bought them.
So in essence, you're pulling out of the company?
I'm pulling out for good.
Not now that you've become indispensable to the company. I reject the offer, Sherry.
What? It's all right. It's all right, Sherry. Sit down. Sit down. Mr. Ben Hillary, I want to assure you that we are not teasing you. We have no interest in inquiring into the circumstances that led to the collapse of the German deal. Sherry wants a peace of mind. And the only way she can get it, she confided in me, is to get you out of her life. Now, the only thing that binds both of you together is this company. So please, take the shares and go.
Chief, the company needs your daughter now more than ever. And I will not accept any offer which would lose her to the company.
Failure to agree to our offer will mean the immediate termination of our U.S. business relationship.
Fair enough. You can do whatever you want to do.
Dad, you have to force him to.
As you can see, Ben is everything but a desperado.
does he want from me? What does he want from me?
I don't know. I honestly do not know. Maybe for you to succeed in the company, as he has always said. Be all right.
18? You're sure it's 18? Listen, wait. Mike, I can't make mistakes. Too much at stake up in here. Are you sure it's 18? Huh?
I'm so sure that I'm taking my house and car in London, Johnny.
Alright, well, if you're staking your house and car, that's big. Because this is really big, Mike, I'm telling you. So hey, I'll duly compensate you next week, okay? Once the result pull out, alright?
You're the friend I can lie to you.
Okay, man, okay, I got you, man. Okay, take care, bye. Yeah, this is the big time. You better walk. Yeah, I trust my man. This is big. This is really, really big. It's a great opportunity to show Sherry I'm a serious businessman. At least after this, as soon as the pool result come out, I'll be big time. I'll be richer than all of them. Richer than Chip Smith, Cherry, even Ben all rolled into one. Yeah. I'm so happy I didn't return that loan money. Yeah, now I'll put everything into it, even rolling my own money on it. What the heck? It's big time. Welcome to the Billionaire Club, baby!
I mean, all my life, I have never been this ruffled and harassed by anyone. And like a blood-sucking vampire, Ben has vowed to suck me till death. I don't understand. I mean, it's also so annoying.
I've told you the solution. Let's get married. And I'll sort this problem out. I know you better than anybody. I'll end this in days.
I told you I want to sort this problem out myself. And I'd really appreciate it if you let things be the way they are. Please. Thank you.
Exactly. Right. Let me call you back, please. Yes.
There's been an incident. While I was driving into the office complex, my brake failed. In the bid to gain control, I ran into your Jeep.
You what?
It was an accident. I really tried to swab my hand, but I kind of just...
Or a premeditated act.
Excuse me?
Cut the crap, Sherry! You think I don't know you've been itching to get back at me because you think I'm foolish enough to shoot myself in the leg by spoiling the German deal? You think so? You're such a shame for choosing such an inanimate property of mine to get back at me. You disgust me. Shit.
This life is unpredictable. You got to make up your mind what you wanna do. Oh, to become a man is not easy. You got to believe it's a better price. Oh yeah. It's no one steady the same win the race. Open your eyes, open your mind and gates for cost. It's gonna be, no matter what guess you don't know who is who. The ones you think that you know so well, the ones that are closest to you, they could be the ones fighting against you.
You're slow coming with information.
Tony, I thought the condition for that deal no longer exists. Sherry and Ben no longer see eye to eye.
We're in no position to impose conditions. Alright? You have to do this, and do it when we say you should do it. Alright?
Hey man, that sounds like an order.
Call it what you want. The point is simple. Look at it from this scenario. Once they're able to reconcile the German deal, and you're resting on your oars, they just begin to make moves to reconcile, you know. And once they get married after that, I can guess you'll be on your way out.
Well, in that case, I'll see what I can do. I'll get you something soon.
Soon?
Yes.
That'll be all.
Alright.
Mother sends her regards.
Send her mine too.
Here you are. I was actually on my way to your office. I called the car sales company to inquire how much your Prado Jeep is worth. I got the exact amount, so I wrote you a check so you could get a new one. Sorry for every inconveniences. Honestly, I am sorry.
This is insulting, Sherry.
Really?
Anyway, I just want to apologize for the way I spoke to you a while ago in my office.
No, you don't owe me any apology, do you?
I'm not a beast. I have conscience, Sherry. I also want to tell you that I've hired a private detective to investigate the circumstances under which the German deal failed.
Well, that's so interesting, Ben. But don't you think the guy will be a complete moron if in a few days' time he doesn't trace it all back to you?
Fair enough. At least they will give you the opportunity to use the law to get me off your back for some time, don't you think?
I'd be so glad.
Ben, 2 weeks from today, you will be 30 years old. Does that make you think?
Think about achieving a little or a lot.
Please, I am not in the mood to tease. You are my only child. And so I must be blunt on this issue. Bernard, please. I want you to get married and give me grandchildren.
Mama, I really don't need you to remind me of this one. I know I need a wife. But I must also confess to you that for the past 2 years, I've been too busy building a business empire. I haven't really had the time to get serious with any lady.
You mean you have nobody in mind at the moment?
Speaking of which, you're the only woman in my life as it stands now. Will you marry me?
Don't be silly, I'm serious. Oh. What is that supposed to mean? Please, find one and settle down. I'm already worried. And I know that if your father were here, he would also be complaining too. Please, just do that and make me happy.
I'll do my best.
Just do that and make me happy.
Alright, but it's also important to think of my marriage proposal to you, huh?
You get up from this place.
What a gullible fool I've been. I've taken Mike's word for it. Hook, line and sinker. Now I've lost everything my mother and I have. I've gambled it all away. Oh God, what a loss. God, how will mommy do what she's going to do when she realizes that this house is going to be taken away by the bank? I can't let this happen. I have to start thinking of how to get the money and pay the bank. But how in the name of hell do I do that? How?
Basically, the reason for the lateness of today was because we got the files from the creditors quite late. I had to go through them before we could call. Pardon me, gentlemen, but there's been a development. A particular creditor of ours just paid in some money, $5 million precisely, and the money cannot be taken to the bank because it's already late. Banking hours are closed. So I ask, what do you think I should do?
Well, there is a safe in your office where the former CEO usually kept such money in a similar situation. So keep it there. In the morning, they will take it to the bank.
Well, do we agree?
I guess it's a good option.
Okay. Let's go back to the mini meeting space.
Oh, boy, hold up now, hold up! Hold up, hold up! Hold up, hold up, hold up! Come on, sir, hold up!
Accountant, have you put the money in the bank? What? My God, how, when? How, I mean, were you hot? Oh God, oh my God. Oh, come back to the office immediately. All right. Oh, Jesus. This is a disaster. How am I supposed to explain this to Ben? Oh my goodness.
I'm looking for you in your office.
Oh, Ben. Ben, there's a problem. The accountant just called me now. He said on his way to the bank to lodge the $5 million, he was actually attacked by armed robbers, and they made away with everything.
They hurt him?
No.
Anyway, take this.
Oh my goodness, this is bad news.
Good. Take.
What is it?
For dollars.
What? Ben?
My uncle gave me the combination to the safe in your office, and sensing something like this might happen, I stole into your office and took the money away.
Oh my God, Ben, why did you do this?
Business thrives better on secret sharing. You can trust human beings, but avoid absolute trust.
Do you suspect any of the directors?
Just take the money to the bank.
Oh my goodness, thank you.
Well, I got into the deal because I thought it was going to make us richer and thereby creating enmity between Sherry and Ben, but backfired.
And your bull is making nonsense of everything. Eh? I've always known you to be rational, Tony. But I never knew you are this foolish. What are you thinking? Going into such a deal without telling me first? What are you thinking?
Mommy, don't throw blames now. There's no attempt to throw blames. I messed up, I know. But let's just see how we can fix things before that madman goes to Ben.
You deserve hot slap. A real hot one indeed.
I'm not a child and...
Oh, will you shut up? Keep quiet! That's rubbish. Jumbo, have you made good your threat to Tony? Thank you. Now listen to this.
The man's name is Mr. Jonas, an African-American business executive from Germany. He's at room 118, Rainbow Hotel. Use whatever means possible, including death if he refuses to comply.
Do you now see why Tony and I allowed you to do the talking the other day?
Do we have a deal?
Say a word to Ben, and the police will get this tape. I hope you don't want to go to jail. Thank you.
Did he back up?
Oh, shut up! Take your filthy hands off me. Stupid.
I just want to know if...
I said shut up! Shut your dirty mouth up.
Mommy.
This is impressive. This is good. You know, I never thought you'd get this good, eh?
Well, I hold a first-class degree in law from the University of California. I think that should have told you a lot.
Well, that's by the way. Let's forget about business and get personal. Tomorrow's my birthday and I'd like to invite you to the party.
Well, happy birthday in advance. For accepting for the very first time that you were wrong about me. I'll come. So, where is the venue?
No, don't worry about that. I'll come pick you up.
Okay.
So, you have a date?
Yes, we have a date.
Yeah. But this is good. This is good though.
Thank you.
This is really good. This is really good.
Hello, Tony. Hi. No, I'm actually having so much fun with Ben. We are at the Henry Integrated Hotels. Yeah, so much fun. I'm really happy, but not to worry. I'm going to call you when I'm about leaving. Okay? All right, cheers.
Okay. Expect your phone call, okay? Bye. Thank you. Something wrong. That dude is setting something up with that birthday BS. She sounded happy. Enjoying herself. He's slick. Oh yeah, that dude is slick after all.
JB for life, man.
Did you encounter any problems?
All of us.
See my guy. See my guy, I beg.
Come on!
No, I didn't feel.
Hey, one love. One love.
No, Tony. You don't take me for a dumbass. Now, if you know what is good for us, call back your boys and tell them to bring that money back and now.
What are you yelling for? Can't you see we're in this together? They just brought me the box in here.
You think I'm a fool? Now, if you don't want to get into trouble, I swear, if I don't leave here with my own share of the dollars, I am going straight to Ben and I will expose everything.
You won't do that. You know the implications.
Really? Watch me.
Wait, hey, just Jumbo. It doesn't have to be this year. Okay? Jumbo. Jumbo.
Sherry, there's something I want to tell you.
Okay.
I'm in love with you.
Wow. Can you help me hold this?
Sure.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
I'm actually trying to call the director of Guinness Book of Records to have this recorded as the biggest joke of the century.
Oh, come on, Sherry, this is not funny. Come on, get a drink. I don't indulge in frivolous fantasies or idle talks. And I know it sounds kind of funny, but this is the truth.
You really think I'll take you seriously? Huh?
I don't believe in the do or die philosophy.
Well, Ben, I'm going to have to say this to you, and I have to be really nice about it because today's your birthday, your special day, and I honestly think it would be nice for a woman to tell you, I hate you. That is the reason why I'm going to drop the subject and never discuss it again. Deal?
Deal.
Thank you.
But, at least, could I have a kiss or something on your hand?
On the condition that you'll never ask me for that again?
Promise.
Go on. You! You said a kiss! What? You said just one! Wow! Tony's here. Yeah, how about we go for the birthday dinner now?
Tony, I'm not an extravagant person. I'm just trying to spend my birthday with the most important woman to me right now, so the least you could do is to wish me happy birthday. Go on.
Happy birthday.
That's more like it. Yeah. Have a drink or something.
What is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, okay. Well, Ben took me out yesterday to celebrate his birthday, and while we were eating, he told me he was in love with me. Can you imagine that?
I knew it. I knew this is what is going to come about.
Oh, come on, Father. Don't tell me you believe such a sick joke from Ben.
Was he joking? I wasn't there when he spoke to you. But I know he's a nice person.
Oh, Father, for Christ's sakes, don't even think. I mean...
We're eating. No talking while you're eating.
Why are you laughing? Father, please stop laughing.
Ben, I asked you here to tell you something that's really bothering me. You know, so we'll be on the same page. I don't mean to make you feel less appreciated. And that's why I chose this place. You know, I just want you to feel, you know, important. And also to appreciate what I want to tell you.
So in effect, you're just trying to warn me?
Warning? What is making you go that way? Trust me, if I intend to warn you, you will know. It's just my way of telling you that Sherry means a lot to me. She's special. I think she's the woman I want to go down there, you know, that truth lane with. And I'm just asking you to back off, because I don't want to go down the wrong lane with you, Ben.
You buffoon. You bring me here to rubbish insults in my face.
Are you mad? Huh? Is something wrong with you? Oh, you have a death wish? Well, let me tell you. This is just Mr. Nice Guy. You get near that girl, I swear to God, you see parts of me that don't exist.
Tony, we're first cousins. Have you forgotten?
No. And that's why I'm still playing Mr. Nice Guy. You're cross-making and I'll cause far more damages than you can ever conceive. Get out of my house. Get out.
How dare you send that buffoon you're chipping yourself with to insult me, Sherry?
I beg your pardon, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I know you don't love Tony. So why the hell are you playing games with him?
How dare you?
Now listen very carefully, Sherry. You may despise me because you might have the right to. But you have absolutely no right to play Tony and I against each other for whatever crazy reason you have. Don't let me come warning you again. Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I guess when I saw him kiss your hand, I lost it. But I regretted it immediately he left.
All the same, Tony, you should have told me before you did that. I mean, I felt
Embarrassed? I know. It was an error in judgment and I regret it. I'm sorry.
Ben actually thinks we planned it all. I mean, he thinks we deliberately wanted to embarrass him.
You know, at this point, I really don't care what Ben thinks. This is about you and I. Forgive me, okay?
Get up.
I'm asking you today.
Pick me up at my place for 5:30 p.m.
This is the beginning of the end. It's my doom. It's my doom. Mom.
You look nervous. What is the matter?
Just got a call from Sherry. I think she has made up her mind to marry Ben.
I understand.
there's a time for you to pull yourself together and go for what you want. It is now. So calm down.
Jumbo, listen, I'm leaving right now. I'm going to call you. I'll send you an address. Meet me there. This is an emergency. Meet me there. Okay. It contains information of top government politicians that siphoned funds and use the company accounts to launder it to accounts abroad. It's most extensive. I got a password from my father's safe at home.
Tony, you're asking me to get you information that could destroy the company if it's made public?
To not go public. Sherry and Ben will do everything in their power, pay anything to ensure it doesn't go public.
You're talking about blackmail, man.
Keep your voice down, my friend. I'm talking about making enough money to set us up for life. Money we don't have to work for. Money we deserve. Alright? You'll find it in Sherry's computer. I want it fast.
And what if I say no?
You know, that thought never even crossed my mind in the remotest. You know that tape my mother played you? It will go public. But this time I'll start with the police.
Is your mother aware of this?
Not till tomorrow night.
Damn.
You're right, oh. He's not in his office.
Where is he?
I saw him in Oga's office, CEO's office. That's where he is.
Okay. What is he doing there?
I saw him pressing computer. That's what I saw him doing. And I even heard him make a call telling someone that he's bringing what he saw for him now.
Who did they call and where are they meeting?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't know those ones.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Eh?
Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
Don't move! Jesus! Don't move!
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now give me everything you collected from Sherry's office. Do it now!
Okay. That's it. That's it.
Is that all?
Yes, sir. I swear by the Almighty God.
Oh, shut up your mouth! Shut up! Who sent you?
Eh?
Who are you working for?
Tony George.
Now listen, you will still have to go and meet him up as planned, okay?
Okay,
but not with this drive.
Shut up. Sorry. Sorry, sir.
Tell him that the person that collected this drive said the game is up. Do you understand me?
I do,
Do you
sir.
damn understand me?
I do. I will tell him what you said, please.
Listen and listen good. If you do otherwise, if you dare do otherwise, I won't tell you what I'll do to you.
I will do otherwise.
Stay down. Don't say move.
I won't. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Damn it! God! Oh.
I can't believe this.
Wait until you see what I have here. You'll be so convinced. You see, I will still send you the pictures I took of both of them meeting to arrange everything once it is processed.
No. That won't be necessary. I'll call the police to pick them up.
It's okay.
Hello, Chief Ogane. What? How did you know? Alright, I'll call you back. Yeah? Goodbye. John Bull is dead.
That's not possible.
His body was found next to his car in a street corner. He was shot.
Tony is behind all this. Tony knows about this. Let's call in the police immediately.
No. Not just what we have on him at the moment. We need more evidence to pin him down. Get on with it. Now.
It's okay. Take a look at this while I work on the other ones.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Yeah. There's an ugly development story. John Bull has been assassinated.
By whom?
Unknown people.
Tragic.
What? Hello? What are you talking about? The loan that we paid back some 6 months ago, or another one? God. I'll call you back, please. I'll call you back. The bank says they are coming to seize our assets because of failure to pay back the loan. Is that a mix-up or something?
There's no mix-up. It's a long story.
Long what?
It's a long story, man.
Oh. sit down and tell me the long story because I'm ready to listen.
It's not the time nor the place. I just called Sherry. She's ready to accept my proposal for marriage. I'm going there right now. Then after that, all the long stories will not be relevant. Okay?
You know what? I regret ever being your mother.
Love is a special language. And I've been speaking this language to you for a long time now. I need you in my life. Because I love you and I want to marry you.
Tony, this is a very wrong time for you to bring up this issue. I still feel really terrible about Jumbo's death.
Why do you treat the way I love you and respect you with so much disregard? Why? Is it because of Ben?
And that's a very silly thing to say.
Well, at this point, I think I really deserve a plausible explanation.
As to why I always say no? No, because I'm not in love with you. No, because you're not my kind of man and will never be. No, because if you cannot cope with being just my friend, then you better take a walk.
I tried to suppress the feelings she treated without respect on my birthday. And I just found out that with each passing day, I was loving her more.
True love tries better in difficulties. You have to do more to convince her that you are serious.
Yes, Mama, but how do you do that with a lady like Sherry?
Her type will not take you serious if you try to woo her. Take her head on. That's my baby.
Reading?
Yes, my dear. You are going now?
Yes, Father. I have a date with Ben.
Be careful.
Trust me, Ben can handle Tony if he shows up and tries to be difficult.
I'm sure he can.
So, how do
I think you look absolutely delectable.
Why, thank you.
Have a wonderful time.
I sure will. I love you.
Oh, my dear. I love you too.
You be careful.
I will.
Don't be too much.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, who's this? Someone who cares about you, Sherry.
What can I do for you? I want to help you if you can listen to me. Okay, I'm listening. Ben Hillary just confided in me that he wants to change course in his bid to be in charge of George Group. Since he has failed to force you to sell your shares to him, he has decided to marry you. Well, whoever you are, I don't believe you. That's because not long ago I offered him the whole shares and he rejected it. I thought you were intelligent, Sherry. Ben is not a fool. Now tell me, if you were in his shoes, would you have accepted buying the shares under the circumstances the offer was made and risk being arrested for crime? I don't believe you. Stop doing this because I don't believe you. You have a date with him in a few minutes, right? He's going to propose to you. Perhaps then you will believe me. Bye.
Sherry, I lack the words to say what I really want to say right now, and I wish I could express myself in a way that you take me very serious. But I can't. Will you marry me?
How dare you, Ben? How dare you use me as a bargaining chip to lay your cursed hands on George Group?
Sherry, I love you.
Oh, shut up, you liar. A demonic liar, that's what you are. I hate you so much, I feel like killing you right now.
Why are you running mad?
Of course I'm running mad. Running mad from the discovery that you almost used me to achieve your evil ambition. Thank God for somebody you confided in who called me on my way here and told me about it. I hate you so much. I hate you. Get your mouth off me. You swine.
The next time you want to tell a man how you feel, listen to your heart first.
You swine.
Isn't it funny you kiss a swine on your first date? Sure, please.
Get out of my sight.
My contacts in the phone company helped me get the line that called her that day before she met you. Were you able to trace the caller? No, but the mass from which the call originated is dictated. Detective, that is not what I need now, and I paid for facts, not speculations. Do you understand me? I need who made that call and why. See, I understand you, Mr. Benvo. You see, we're following a procedure here. Detective, I don't care about your procedures and whatever. Just get down. Get down!
Well, Mr. Hillary, I actually want to inform you that your other colleagues on the board have all sold their shares to me, and that includes Jumbo's heir.
Really?
Yes.
So what is Chief Ogene still doing here? I'm listening.
What do you mean you're listening?
I'm no fool, Sherry. You couldn't have forced those poor souls to relinquish their investments to you without a good motive. That's what I want to hear.
Well, Mr. Hillary, I now have enough shares to make decisions in this company without having to consult anybody.
And so what?
So I'm giving you two options. You either sell your shares to me like the others have done, or you leave your investment in my care.
Alright. I'm going to stick to the latter option. But look at me very carefully. If anything happens to my investments in the company, I will kill you. And I mean every word of it. Do I make myself clear?
The caller stopped using the line after making that call. But 2 days ago she did. And I traced it to Mrs. George with undeniable pieces of evidence.
That bitch is going to pay for this.
I found out something else that might interest you.
What?
They are bankrupt.
How?
Before the sale of Chief George's share, they actually obtained a loan to buy a true-rated party, using all that Chief George left behind for them as collateral. When the bid failed, Tony did not return the money back as the mother instructed.
Don't tell me you gambled everything away.
Of course he did. 2 months ago. Since then he became desperate. He was behind the robbery attack on your company accountant. The file he wanted to steal was to blackmail you and Sherry into paying him 2 billion naira. But don't worry, the bank will soon confiscate everything they have anyway.
Oh, yes. Good job, detective. Good job, good job. Very good job, detective. So all the evidence are in this file, eh?
Intact.
Good, good, good. Okay, let's go. Let me write the check for you.
Ben, why don't you call in the police to pick them up immediately?
Please allow me to do things my way henceforth, okay?
It's okay.
Let's go.
Had he told me before now, I would have called to apologize to you on his behalf. Eh? He behaved so stupidly and he's been suffering and dying slowly because of it. Please, Sherry, save Tony for me. He's all I got.
Save him? I don't understand you, ma.
Well, baby, I deeply regret the way I spoke to you the last time. Apparently my health had deteriorated in that time and I fainted this morning. Mother rushed me to the hospital and the doctor confirmed I had high blood pressure.
What? Are you kidding me?
I've been begging him to take it easy since he came back from the hospital. But he insists that he cannot do it without you.
My goodness, Tony. I'm really sorry. I mean, I never intended to cause you such anguish. Please forgive me. I'd implore you to give me some time to think over what you told me. I hope you get a favorable answer from me. Oh, excuse me, please. Hello? Oh my God. I'll be there very soon. Thank you. So sorry, ma'am. I really need to run along now. I have a business meeting to attend to. Please excuse me.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'll see you outside.
No problem. Thank you, ma'am.
Don't give her any breathing space.
Okay.
Follow her. Eh? You know we have only 1 week before the bank comes.
No problem. Bumper to bumper, mom.
Get her at least committed before then.
I'm on it. I will see this demon.
Okay. For your sake.
What this means in essence is that I have enough evidence to sink you and your mom beyond where the bank will stop. And I can send both of you to prison.
What do you want, Ben?
Back off Sherry and forget about the company, or else I'll send this file to the police. This is your copy to study. My regards to your mother.
Ben.
Yep.
I messed up my life. I take full responsibility for it. I'll do everything I can to fix it. Thank you for letting me know it's over.
Welcome.
Ben, Sherry tells me you have refused to hands off her company.
You know my father and uncle very well, Chief. And you equally know that I'm well connected to George Group of companies. Let me state emphatically that no one will fight me off.
Well, the article of association states that I have the right to take over everything due to the amount of shares I have if I choose to. I will take you to court, Ben, and force you to sell your shares to me.
Sherry! I am going to fight you with everything I've got. Do you understand me?
Which includes killing both of us.
Nothing is ruled out, Chief. Have a good day.
I told you, Father, that man is dangerous.
It's all right. Don't worry. Get all the papers together. Call the lawyer. Meanwhile,
Who did you come and see?
Chief and Sherry, sir.
Does he have any prior appointments?
No. Why do you ask, sir?
Hello, detective. I need you here immediately. It's positive. Right, see you. Right.
what's that?
I don't know. Let me see.
I'll kill you! You're so dead! I'm telling you, get up! Get up!
What's going on here? What are you doing?
Get the fuck off me. Wait, baby, please. It's me. It's Ben. It's Ben, please. Baby, shoot.
Anthony, you know you trust me. You don't want to do this, okay? I love you. I can't hurt you.
Baby, he brought the gun. He wants to kill you.
Shut up, baby. Liar. What do I know about guns, baby? I'm just a homeboy. He came with the gun. I'm trying to save you. Baby. He's trying to kill me too. Baby, just give me the gun.
Why would I trust you? You just threatened the life of my father and I. Why would I trust you?
That's right. You got it.
What's your He's been trying to kill me. He's
You're trying to kill me. Hey, who's laughing now? Who's laughing? You see you? I will shoot you for free. Shut up!
What the hell is going on?
Oh, the big man graces with his presence. Huh? I think I steal my birthright. Ah! Huh? No! Huh? You under arrest for the murder of Jumbo, the attack on Mr. Jones, and the robbery attack on the accountant of Judge.
It is over. I'll kill everyone of you and get out. Get out! Get out!
This life is unpredictable. You got to make up your mind what you wanna do. Oh, to become a man is not easy. You got to be ready to pay the price. Oh yeah. It's no one steady the same